Quý vị đang theo dõi phần mà gặp gỡ với lại của Tổng thống và Thống đốc của tiểu bang Texas. Ông đang trả lời về cái câu hỏi mà hôm nay bên Bộ Tư pháp của Hoa Kỳ đã quyết định kêu là xóa hết tất cả những tội của ông Trung tướng Michael Flynn. Ông Trung tướng Flynn nghĩa là Tổng thống nói rằng đây là mục tiêu của đảng Dân Chủ trước đây để mà dùng tướng Flynn để mà truy tố Tổng thống. Và ông cho đó là cái chiêu đòn, thủ đoạn dơ bẩn của chính quyền Obama. Cho nên ông cho rằng đây là một cái điều rất là tốt mà ngày hôm nay bên Bộ Tư pháp của Hoa Kỳ đã quyết định là người vô tội, quyết định là Trung tướng Flynn là vô tội. Để liệu chúng ta xem kế tiếp coi Tổng thống sẽ sử dụng lại tướng Flynn hay không.
It's never happened, and until 2 months ago, we had the greatest economy in history. Unfortunately, we had to, like you did in Texas, we had to close it down.
Chúng ta thấy gần đây là Tổng thống đã không xuất hiện ở trong những cái buổi tường trình hàng ngày về liên quan tới COVID. Những người nào mà đã gây ra cái tình trạng, cái tội trạng đó cho ông tướng Flynn, họ nên phải trả giá vì họ đã gây một cái ảnh hưởng đến Hoa Kỳ rất là lớn. Và luôn cả vấn đề những người mà làm báo chí cũng nên phải xấu hổ, họ đã cá mè một lứa đã hùa theo để mà truy tố một người vô tội.
And they wrote for years because they tried to do a number on the presidency, and this president happened to be me. Pulitzer Prizes should all be returned because you know what? They were given out falsely. It was fake news. They were all fake news.
Tất cả những cái thông tin đó là mục tiêu để mà hạ bệ tôi, và tất cả đều là tin ảo.
They're a disgrace unless they take those prizes back.
Những người mà làm phóng viên mà đã được giải thưởng nên tước đi những cái giải thưởng của họ thì mới cảm thấy xứng đáng. Vì lúc đó họ làm những cái thông báo cáo này được cho rằng là họ đã làm tiêu biểu cho nên họ được giải. Bây giờ cho thấy là toàn là phóng viên thổ tả không, cho nên thành ra phải tước đi những cái giải thưởng của họ, tôi mới thấy là xứng đáng. Hiện giờ thì Nga cũng đang đau đầu với vấn đề cái Covid này. Tuy là trễ nhưng mà thực sự bây giờ Nga đã bắt đầu phải đương đầu, cũng giống như tất cả những quốc gia khác.
As a congratulatory call, as a call of celebration because it was the 75th year. And also, I suggested if they need, because we have a lot of ventilators, if they need ventilators, we'd love to send them some, and we will do that at the appropriate time. We'll send them some ventilators. Yeah, we'll be doing that. No, it's a very nice call. And remember this, the Russia hoax made it very hard for Russia and the United States to deal with each other.
Và vấn đề những cái tin ảo mà nói về Nga, mối quan hệ của Nga, hoặc là Nga đã can thiệp vào trong cái cuộc bầu cử của Tổng thống 2016 đã tạo thêm một cái sự khó khăn cho mối quan hệ giữa Nga và Hoa Kỳ.
Showing what a hoax this whole investigation was. It was a total disgrace. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of things happen over the next number of weeks. This is just one piece of a very dishonest puzzle. Have you been trying to arrange an arms control summit with President Putin? We are talking about arms control with Russia. And we will go forward with that, and we are talking about it very seriously. Having arms control, they have many nuclear weapons, and so do we. And we're talking about a arms control with Russia.
Hiện giờ chúng ta đang thương lượng về trong cái vấn đề mà vũ khí với lại bên Nga. Mục tiêu là hai bên đã đồng ý để mà thương lượng về các hợp đồng để sẽ giảm đi cái vũ khí. Chúng ta cũng biết arm control có nghĩa là về hạt nhân và mọi mặt. Nếu mà hai quốc gia có cái sự đồng thuận, có một cái hợp đồng thì sẽ không có leo thang và hai bên sẽ cắt giảm được cái số tiền để chi phí vào trong vũ khí mà về diện quốc phòng.
We're working very hard now. The governor's working along with us. The relationship with Texas has been phenomenal. And Texas is opening up, and a lot of places are opening up. And we want to do it, and I'm not sure that we even have a choice. I think we have to do it. You know, this country can't stay closed and locked down for years. Somebody could say, let's keep it closed for a couple of years. United States of America, the greatest economy in history 2 months ago. In the history of our country, in the history of the world, we had a far greater economy than anybody, including China, by a lot. And we had to close it down in order to really do something about the plague. But we did something, and we did a lot. And we also, you know what, Governor, we learned a lot about it. We know that you may have fires every once in a while in certain locations. Some little ones, maybe some big ones, but you know how to shut it down. You might want to speak about that.
Sure, I would. I was talking with Dr. Burks about that, and so what we've done, we've been able to contain the spread of the coronavirus.
Đây là thống đốc của tiểu bang Texas.
Surge forces that will go out to regions where there are flare-ups. It's like putting out a fire. We have a surge force working.
Chúng ta cũng biết là Texas là một trong tiểu bang lớn. Nếu mà xếp hạng thì hiện giờ Cali là đứng nhất, Florida và Texas là 1, 2, 3. Ba cái tiểu bang dân số kinh tế rất quan trọng với lại Hoa Kỳ.
And so we have task forces that focus on those 3 areas. If it weren't for those 3 categories, the people in Texas testing positive would be very minimal.
And the governor and I have spoken about what he's doing with senior citizen centers is incredible. The time and effort and love that you're giving to senior citizens, they were just what has gone on throughout the country in some instances, as you know, senior citizens areas. And the governor's really made that a point, really almost before anybody I can think of. So,
because of that, we have one of the lowest death rates in the United States of America.
Last week in Odessa, Texas, police were used with an armored vehicle and guns drawn to shut down a bar that's opened up and going against the order. What role does police have in enforcing these kind of lockdown and social distancing orders?
Well, there's different standards used in different communities. However, today I made one thing clear, and that is, as we go through this process of trying to maintain order in our states, as we are asking the people in our state to comply with these orders, we should not be taking these people and put them behind bars. These people who have spent their life building up a business and being told to shut it down and lose every penny they have, and then if they don't follow every little, fine point of all the rules, they suddenly are subject to arrest. That is wrong, and that's why I issued another executive order today saying that instead of Texas, no one can be put behind bars because they're not following an executive order.
So that includes the woman that we've been reading about with the beauty salon.
Đang nhắc tới cái người chủ của tiệm hớt tóc đã bị phạt 3.500 và ở tù 1 tuần. Thì Tổng thống nói là khi bắt những người mà họ là công dân, họ chỉ muốn đi làm để kiếm tiền mà bắt họ ở tù thì sai phạm. Thì Tổng thống hỏi, nhắc tới thì Thống đốc nói là cô đã được trả tự do.
But I've always said testing is somewhat overrated because what happens after somebody takes a test? What's going on there? And Mike was just saying the word essential workers, and as you know, essential workers are immune from that. Mike, do you want to maybe mention that?
Well, from the CDC guidelines, it's been very clear that from the beginning of this outbreak, for anyone that comes into contact with someone with coronavirus, we early on recommended that people self-quarantine. That recommendation, of course, was before we had done, at this point, some 7.7 million tests around the country, and states like Texas are distributing tests very quickly to people that either have symptoms or are suspected to possibly have contracted the coronavirus. But with regard to essential workers, the President referred to, we've always had an exception. People to keep food on the table, people that are involved in public safety, most especially healthcare workers. We've asked them to continue to go to work by taking other countermeasures, including testing to ensure that they've not contracted the disease. And as the President indicated, the White House now is initiated an effort that the President and I not only will be tested every day, but I think everyone that comes into contact with the President will be tested every day. And so keeping the essential work here at the White House moving forward and our national response is the priority going forward.
And the big thing is we've been tested.
Every day, you said every day.
Yes, please.
Dr. Burgess, do you think that the Texas reopening plan is great? Are you thumbs up with them doing the 25% capacity for movie theaters and restaurants and whatnot?
Tất cả là nhà hàng một trong những cái giai đoạn đầu, rạp hát và nhà hàng vân vân là sẽ 25%. Nhất là mở cửa trở lại thì phóng viên đặt câu hỏi này, mọi người có thoải mái không? Thì cho rằng đây là cái điều mà mọi người cảm thấy là thích hợp để mà mở cửa. Nếu mà trong giai đoạn 2 cũng giống như cái clip sáng nay Dũng cũng đã nói là khoảng 25%. Nếu mà cái nhà hàng ta có sức chứa 100 người trước đây thì chúng ta bây giờ chỉ có thể chứa được 25%, có nghĩa là 25 người khách thôi. Và phải dựa vào con số đó để chúng ta xem.
That was, and believe me, I had all my data with me, and he was able to answer every county and what the issue was. And I think when you look at Houston, when you look at Dallas, and you see the ability to really contain and mitigate those epidemics, but at the same time contain epidemics, then not allow them to spread in the community. This is what we've been asking governors to do with the test and using focus testing to really find asymptomatic cases and protect the vulnerable. And the ability to go into prison, to go into meatpacking plants, and go into the senior care centers and proactively test is really quite extraordinary. And I think we still remain concerned about asymptomatic spread, and we think that the progress that they're making on testing in a focused way to protect others is really a way that we can move forward together to protect everyone in the community.
So Texas is a role model for other states?
Every state is different. So I don't want to get in a comparison with the governors, because I've talked to some incredible governors who are all doing quite a good job.
That's true.
Dr. Burke, to follow up, or perhaps Mr. President, 20 states by the account of multiple organizations right now that haven't met the guidelines that you set here have either partially or completely reopened. What do you say to those states that haven't met the guidelines that are already starting out?
Ông nói sao những cái tiểu bang mở cửa mà chưa đáp ứng được cái nhu cầu hướng dẫn của chính phủ liên bang?
In, I think, all cases. I have some that I don't think are doing a particularly good job, but for the most part they have, and these governors have, and we give them the leeway. They have to do what they're doing, like Governor Abbott. When you look at the job he's done in Texas,
nhiều bang thì chúng ta nói là nhiều thống đốc làm việc rất là tốt, như chẳng hạn như thống đốc của bang Texas đang ngồi cạnh tôi đây. Có nhiều bang thì họ không làm việc tốt, những thống đốc chưa tốt. Thì có nghĩa là câu trả lời này là Tổng thống đưa lại nói là cái đó là cái lỗi của thống đốc.
Given by us, we want them to do that. We rely on them. We trust them, and hopefully they're making the right decisions.
Can I ask about Georgia right now? There's been some dramatic video of an unarmed black Georgia man who was shot by police while on a jog. Been a lot of protests about this. Have you seen the video?
Đang hỏi về thanh niên trẻ ở tiểu bang Georgia, hình ảnh đang được loan tải là bị bắn. Một cái chuyện rất là đáng buồn, rất thương tâm. Tổng thống đã nhìn thấy được cái video đó nói chưa? Tôi sẽ xem.
well, I don't want to talk about it, but we're doing some things. We're making a lot of moves in the Middle East and elsewhere. We're doing a lot of things all over the world militarily. We've been taken advantage of all over the world, our military, and in the sense that we're, and this has nothing to do with Saudi Arabia, this has to do with other countries, frankly, much more. We have the most powerful military in the world. We've spent $1.5 trillion since I've been here, more than that, $1.5 trillion on a military that we now have the strongest military we've ever had. We have the best equipment, the best missiles, planes, the best of everything. We're authorizing and just authorized ships, new ships being built. They're all being built in the United States. And their beauties is we have the best submarines in the world by far. And we have submarines being built. And we go around and protect other countries. And other countries don't respect us like they should. In some cases, they don't even like us. And those days are over. Those days are over. So things are moving. And I'm not putting Saudi in that thing, but we are doing certain things that will be positive for us, and I think very positive for them too. Saudi Arabia is a very wealthy country, and they've agreed to help defray some of the costs, which nobody else would ever ask for, of course. You probably have to have a good business person in charge of a country. I don't want to sound overly anything. I just want to tell you that very wealthy countries we were protecting for nothing, or very little. South Korea has agreed to pay substantial money to us, which we...
Ông đang nói về vấn đề ngoại giao, về cái mặt mà Hoa Kỳ đang giúp đỡ cho các đồng minh Nhật, Hàn Quốc, vân vân, là đây là những cái điều mà ông đang hướng tới. Sắp tới tương lai cũng vậy, Hoa Kỳ sẽ tiếp tục có những cái chính sách để bảo vệ cho những đồng minh, và nhưng cái tiền huấn luyện và tiền đào tạo, luôn cả vấn đề vũ khí là đồng minh phải trả, Hàn Quốc, Nhật, vân vân, và trả tương đương với lại cái mức mà chúng ta ủng hộ, yểm trợ cho họ.
But not any longer. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that yet. But we have pulled a lot of troops out of different places. You know, we were guarding the border between Turkey and Syria and for years, and we had thousands of people there. And I said, wait a minute, let me ask you this. Turkey, Syria, two big countries, they know how to guard their border. They've been fighting with each other for years. Why do we have thousands of soldiers? Ultimately, we got it down to 57 soldiers. And then 27 soldiers, and then they were getting a little hostile toward each other. I said, get my 27 soldiers out. And that was about a year ago, and I took a lot of heat. People said, oh, that's terrible. I said, no, it's not terrible. Nothing's happened on the border. They've been fighting each other for 1,000 years under different names, probably a lot longer than 1,000 years. I said, I don't want my troops there. So we're essentially out of Syria, other than we kept the oil. We kept the oil. Of course, that was better 2 months ago than it is now. You know, keeping the oil today is not as good as it would have been 2 months ago. 2 months ago was a wise thing. Today it's like, today I think so. I think so. By the way, oil prices have gone up,
right,
which is great for your oil industry, and it's great for jobs, because it's millions of jobs. We built the greatest energy country in the world by far, and prices are inching up. And I saw it 25 today, actually, right? $25 a barrel. Yeah,
good for jobs.
It's good for jobs. That's what we want, jobs. Yes, go ahead, Jennifer.
Governor Abbott said something about businesses and liability. Can you say, sir, do you support Mitch McConnell's liability one for yours?
Well, I think you have to have something having to do with liability for COVID, because you can't have a restaurant and a guy is going to open, and it's a nice business, but it's not exactly the oil business in its prime, right? And somebody leaves and they say, oh, I'm going to sue them because they caught the plague. And now, whether he was guilty or not, the legal fees will drive him out of business. You can't do that. So I think you're going to probably have to have something. Yeah, I would support that. I mean, you go to a game and you sue the team owner, or you go to someplace and it'll be litigation heaven. And you'll never know where they caught it. You never know where they catch it. So we have to have something like that. Otherwise, there's going to be lawsuits all. I mean, there already is in this country, but you'd have lawsuits all over the place, right?
Vấn đề đây là ông đang nói vấn đề thưa kiện Trung Quốc Hiện giờ nó đang xảy ra khắp mọi nơi.
Everybody cleans up, and when the plague disappears, sure, I mean, you want to have international travel.
Dĩ nhiên là chúng ta đang mong đợi là sẽ mở cửa cho tất cả chúng ta hoạt động lại bình thường, nhất là chúng ta di chuyển vào bay quốc tế. Nhưng mọi thứ nó phải lắng động xuống, chúng ta có phải kiểm tra được nó rồi chúng ta mới bước tới cái giai đoạn đấy. Hiện giờ Pháp, Tây Ban Nha đều đang đau đầu với vấn đề này. Dĩ nhiên là mà ai cũng mong đợi là chúng ta sẽ mở cửa cho những chuyến bay quốc tế đến những cái quốc gia mà hiện giờ đang bị ảnh hưởng, nhưng chúng ta phải kiểm tra được nó, chúng ta mới bước tới giai đoạn đó.
Germany's done very good. They have a very low mortality rate like we do. We have a low mortality rate also.
Đức và chúng ta đều có tỷ lệ tử vong thấp.
We would really have a low mortality rate. But no, but I speak to her all the time. We communicate. We communicate. Our countries communicate, especially, yes.
But how much influence does Fox News have over your thinking on the pandemic?
I'm no different than anybody else. I mean, I watch Fox News and I watch others, and I read a lot of newspapers, and I get a lot of information from my people. I think I'm very well versed when it comes to not only the pandemic but everything. I mean, I enjoy that, and I think I have an obligation to do it. So, but there's certainly a more honorable source than some. I mean, some is fake. If you look at CNN, it's fake news. If you look at MSDNC, I call it MSDNC. You know what that means, right? Democratic National Committee. You look at NBC. NBC to me is very dishonest news, and that's.
Ông đang liệt kê những cái đài truyền thông mà ông cho rằng là không có trung thực và không có thành thật, nhất là NBC và những cái đài truyền thông đó nó làm nó phục vụ cho công chúng nhưng mà phục vụ một cách bất công cho công chúng.
ABC, I thought he gave me a very fair interview the other night.
Ông thấy là NBC không được, nhưng mà ABC thì ông cảm thấy là công bằng, đã trả lời cho ông, đưa cho ông một cuộc phỏng vấn rất là công bằng. CBS như sáng nay Dũng cũng đã nói là CBS thì hơi có vẻ thiên vị là không có nghiêng về, ông không cần phải nghiêng về đâu, ông chỉ cần trung lập, nhưng mà CBS không có công bằng với ông. CBS không biết tại sao mà rất thích mọi thứ là nói là hoảng loạn, mọi thứ là họ đều cho cái chữ hoảng loạn vào.
So the news media in our country is a mess, but they fired Andy Lack, and that was a good thing. That's a big step forward.
When is your next trip outside of Washington? Have to be reimposed, that there's spikes in places that you have to...
I hope not. I don't think so. I think you're going to have embers, as I say. I think you're going to have some fires, maybe some fairly big fires by comparison to what people would even think. But this gentleman's a total professional. I think we've learned a lot. If you would have said that question a number of months ago, it would have been different. The answer would have been different. But today, I think we've learned a lot. And you're going to have some areas in Texas where you have to put him out, and he'll put him out. What do you think about that?
Well, and we have learned so much the past few months, and we now know first how to go in and contain, but also we now have the resources to go in and to contain. So we're going into these meat packing facilities. We're testing everybody.
Họ đang nói về tất cả nhà mổ, mổ lợn, mổ bò hiện nay là đang bị ảnh hưởng rất là nặng. Và chúng ta cũng biết là Canada cũng bị ảnh hưởng, nhưng mà Tổng thống Mỹ, ông Trump đã liệt những cái xí nghiệp này vô trong cái diện thiết yếu. Cho nên thành ra là tuy là bị nhiễm, nhưng những người nào mà chữa lành bệnh rồi cũng phải trở lại đi làm để mà tránh cái tình trạng là thiếu thực phẩm cho Hoa Kỳ.
That we wouldn't have known 2 months ago. He couldn't have given that answer. The governor couldn't have given that answer 2 months ago. But we've learned. There's still things we don't know about this crazy plague, this particular virus. But the answer that Greg just gave, which was so good, I don't think you could have given that answer, and I wouldn't have known that answer either 2 months ago. So we've learned a lot.
On the Wuhan lab, Mr. President, you had said on Sunday that there would be a very strong report coming out soon about the connection between the lab and the virus. Is that still coming? When should we expect that?
It's coming. I don't know that I'm going to give it to you. We're going to learn. Look, it came out of China. Okay? Whether people like to say it or not, everybody knows that. I guess pretty much, I think that's pretty much known. They tried to blame Europe. They were saying it came out of Europe. It came out of China. Went to Europe, went here, went to 184 countries, probably more than that now. It was a week ago, 184 countries. Can you believe it? And it could have been stopped at the point. It could have been stopped right at the source.
Đúng ra là hiện giờ 184 quốc gia đã bị ảnh hưởng. Nhưng mà theo tôi là đúng ra là cái nguồn của nó xuất phát là Trung Quốc. Đáng lẽ là họ có thể có khả năng để ngăn chặn cái này. Có thể là tất trắc của họ, hoặc có thể là khả năng của họ không ngăn chặn được cái dịch này để lan tràn ra. Thay vì nó chỉ ở Vũ Hán, ở Trung Hoa, ở Trung Quốc thì họ có thể ngăn chặn nó để nó lan tỏa ra thế giới, họ đã không làm.
I was watching the Solano owner. She looked so great, so professional, so good. And she was talking about her children. She has to feed her children. It was great. And we can do things ministerially through executive order or otherwise that can help a lot of people. As an example, like delays, we can do delays of various filings. And yeah, I could see that happening, Steve. I think like that could happen.
Mr. President, people have looked up $1,200 in those checks, a lot of them for a couple of months. Should they be expected to live off that same $1,200 for the next couple of months, or is more money coming?
Well, something could happen. There is talk about something happening. We'll see what's going on. But
1.200 mà mọi người đã nhận được. Ông nghĩ là cái số tiền đó để đủ mà họ sống vài tháng hay không, hay là còn sẽ có tiền nữa? Thì ông nói là hiện giờ là chính phủ đang thương lượng để xem coi cần phải làm gì cho những người dân nữa.
So they're ready to rock and they're ready to go. And when Texas opens and other places, you're already started the process. The best thing we can do, Peter, is get our country going, get it open, and get it open safely. And we'll put out those little fires or those big fires if we have to, but we have to get our country going.
Okay. That last
suspensions, there are 4 GOP senators who are encouraging you to suspend visas, including for technical and professional workers. Is that something the White House is considering?
Say it again, what?
On visa suspensions?
Visa, yeah.
Cotton and grass,
yeah.
those guys are asking you to suspend.
Well, we're talking to them about it. They're good senators. We're talking to them about it.
Sir, you were told some time ago that you would sign a Buy American executive order.
I've been saying Buy American ever since I announced I was running for office and long before that. No, we're bringing a lot of companies back. We were doing that long before this happened. You know, Japan is having big plants built here. We have many Japanese plants coming where they're building their cars in the United States. You have to do it. You have to do it, and they were doing it. We have many companies coming back to the United States. Then this hit.
Chúng ta có nhiều công ty đang chuẩn bị đã quay đầu lại Mỹ để mà xây xí nghiệp ở đây. Nhưng mà khi Covid ập tới thì nó đang ảnh hưởng tới cái kế hoạch của họ. Chúng ta rút ra nhiều bài học xương máu là khi chúng ta xây dựng và sản xuất hàng hóa tại Hoa Kỳ thì chúng ta có những cái được và những cái mất. Nhưng mà cái đơn giản là chúng ta đã rút ra được là cái gì nó cũng có hai mặt. Và không biết tại sao ai mà lại thông minh quá đưa ra cái sáng kiến là phải đưa công việc đi ra nước ngoài để mà tiết kiệm tiền hoặc là tiết kiệm cái nhân lực. Rồi bây giờ chúng ta phải đương đầu với những gì mà đang xảy ra là chúng ta phải lệ thuộc vào trong Trung Quốc, lệ thuộc vào trong nước ngoài để mà cung cấp những cái thiết bị tất yếu cho chúng ta.
Which valets are you talking about? Valets are all over the place.
I mean, the valets are. Yeah. Your personal
and they valet. Are, and they do. They are, and they do.
Oh, they do wear masks?
Yeah.
Your personal valet was wearing a mask
do.
in your interaction with them?
They do. They wear masks. Yeah. A lot of people in the White House wear masks. And frankly, a lot of people want to wear masks.
Đang nói những người mà làm việc cho ông, những người
I see it all the time where they're wearing
mở cửa xe, gác cổng vân vân cho ông, nói là có đeo khẩu trang hay không. Thì ông nói là có đeo khẩu trang. Ngày hôm qua nay thì có cái phần đó có nhiều báo chí đã đưa tới nói là đã thấy nhiều người thân tín bên cạnh ông không có đeo khẩu trang. Nói ông sẽ nói chuyện với tướng Flynn hay không? Xin chào quý vị.